Hey guys, so our last topic in the area of Roman achievements are the Roman baths. And if you take a look here, you can see the images of some Romans superimposed over the structure of an ancient Roman bath that still stands today. The first thing that you're going to notice is it doesn't look like your bathtub at home, does it? Okay, so it's very, very different. Please don't go into your bathroom and take a picture of a bubble bath and think that that's going to be the modern equivalent to a Roman bath because it's very, very different. So this is a very simple video that talks a little bit about Roman baths and how they were used. This video has a lot of the same information as the next one that I'm going to share with you. I like it only because it has the words on the screen so you can know how they're spelled. Okay? Oh, that should be my family and me. Grammar mistake. Okay, so as the video indicated, there was more than just getting in the water and getting out of the water. This was a social event. This was a place you came probably every day. And yes, it kept you clean, but it also was a social event. It was a way to catch up on the news and things like that. So what you can see here is there was a place to shop. They had massages, things like that. They had the hot water, the warm water, and the cold water baths, the trepidarium, the frigidarium, and the caldarium. And so think about it. Shopping, massages, they had a library, some of them. So what does that remind you of? What kind of a structure do we have here in Janesville that has a lot of activities going on, an exercise room, a pool, things like that. So think about what's similar, what might be similar to that. Now, this video is very good. It has great information, but the gentleman who made it, I'm pretty sure we're high school students and they're kind of difficult to understand. So I do want you to really focus your attention on their words, but understand that you're going to have to really listen carefully because they're just kind of hard to understand. Okay?
Roman baths were part of the day-to-day life in ancient Rome. Bathing was the most important leisure activity for the greatest number of Romans. Bathing in Rome was a communal activity conducted daily by all the citizens of Rome. The Romans loved them. Romans went to public baths for personal hygiene and for social functions. People could relax, take a bath in a heated-up room, and get up to date on the latest news. Only adult citizens could pay to enter the baths. The baths had cold and hot pools, towels, slaves, exercise rooms, palustra, hair salons, reading rooms, libraries, and stores. The building of a bath complex required proficient engineering skills. In Rome, water was supplied to the baths using 640 kilometers of aqueducts. The baths were constantly filled with people. There were as many as 900 public baths in Rome. Small ones could hold about 300 people, while the large ones could hold 1,500 people or more.
The visitors had the option of attending 3 different types of baths in the bath complexes. These baths include a frigidarium, tepidarium, or a caldarium. A frigidarium is a large cold temperature bath in a Roman public bath. The main purpose of this bath was to close the pores of the skin that had been opened in the caldarium prior to the visit from the caldarium and the tepidarium. The water used in the frigidarium was kept cool by using snow. This room was usually located in the northern side of the bath complexes. The tepidarium is a warm bathroom in the bath complex which was heated by an underground heating system or by a hypocaust. Warm air would be continuously be pumped into the pipes to make the floors and walls warm. The main point of the tepidarium was to create a pleasant feeling in the human body due to the constant radiating heat from the walls and the floor. A caldarium is a very hot room for bathing, which consisted of warm water in the pool and a heated floor. It was the hottest room in the entire bath complex, and the pores of the visitor would begin to open wide from the heat. The intense heat from the bath was meant to facilitate sweat and promote skin health by clearing the pores by using scented oil and exfoliants on themselves. In some cases, the bathers would wear sandals to stop themselves burning their feet, and there was a risk of getting heat stroke.
When visitors arrived at the Roman public baths, they would first enter the apodidarium, changing rooms, to change into a robe. Then they would arrive in the palustrae, exercise rooms, to begin exercising so that the rest of the bath process would be more relaxing. And occasionally he or she would be guided to a natadio, which was an open-air swimming pool. Then, the bathers would go into the laconica and sedatoria, which were superheated, dry, and wet sweating rooms. After that, the visitor would go into the actual baths. First, the bathers would enter the caldarium, followed by the tepidarium and the frigidarium. Subsequently, the final room that would be entered was a place for massages and other health treatments. Additional facilities could include cold water plunge baths, private baths, toilets, libraries, lecture halls, fountains, and outdoor gardens.
The Roman engineers had designed an ingenious system of how to heat the baths, which was to use the hypocaust. The rooms in the bath complex were raised off the ground by pillars, and spaces were left inside the walls in order for the hot air from the furnace could circulate through the pipes into the baths. The rooms, or the baths, that required the most heat were placed closest to the furnace. In addition, the heat of the furnace could be increased by adding more wood. The architecture of the Romans in building the public baths were far advanced than others. After building the aqueduct, the Roman public baths got more sophisticated and grew in size as time went on. In the new facilities built, the Romans could do many things, such as eating, exercising, and reading. The bath complexes later split into different sections. Furthermore, the Roman Republic baths were such an architectural and engineering wonder because of the system maintained by the rooms. In the cold and hot areas of the bath, the water temperature was actually regulated by the use of underground fire furnaces. Also, the dirty water in the bath was actually drained and replaced regularly. The bathhouse also had a connection to the complex Roman water system, so there was always an abundant source of water for both bathing and drinking.
The building of large area rooms with extraordinary ceilings brought the development of the architectural dome. The earliest surviving dome in Roman architecture is from the Frigidarium of the Stabian Baths of Pompeii, which dates to the 2nd century BCE. The development of concrete in the form of mortar rubble allowed unsupported walls to be built ever wider apart, as did hollow brick barrel vaults supported by buttress arches and the use of iron-tie bars for more support.
All right, if you'd like more information on the Hippocaust system, the heating system, this video will be available to you. I'm not going to play it right now, but you'll have the whole slideshow available if you'd like to go back and watch that one. Okay, last one, guys. Your turn to give me a connection between Roman baths and modern. Think about the engineering. So typically what I'm looking for, yes, is the purpose behind the bath, and it served many purposes, but also the technology of heating the water is probably the part that's an engineering feat. So I'd like you to spend a little time thinking about that and talking about that. Okay, remember, no bathtubs. We're talking about something much different than that. This was the way they got clean, but definitely not its only purpose. So consider the bigger picture. Add this to your presentation and click turn in when you're done. You might have to upload whatever you created to Classroom instead of just click turn in. You might need to add it or upload it. So I can create a video to show you how to do that if you don't remember. Okay? All right, guys. Thank you very much. See you next week.